All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Shorty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll running right through it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Wentz going to throw. And it's caught. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Trying to punch it in with Howard. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
First down throw for Kaiser. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. 2nd down, Kaiser. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Third down, Kaiser. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him.
And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run it here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle there by James Looney, the former Cal Bear.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
657.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They run a draw here on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's going to get it running right, and he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now Wentz will keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wentz now to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. For the 2-minute warning, let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25.
Now Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Into the red zone. Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second down, Kaiser again. Got an open man, it's Aitman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Kaiser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round! Flex round!
Play action now, Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And he locates Walker, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let this one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wentz. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Kaiser. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First down, Kaiser. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Black round! Black round!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Kaiser now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Kaiser. He leaves this one for Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
To throw is Kaiser. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Wentz going to throw. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when nowadays they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Come on now, let's go.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Wentz now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Kaiser. Going underneath, it's Coleman. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Kaiser now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. They go play action. Kaiser. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Kaiser on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. To the football, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Kaiser now from the 50. Drops it off for Coleman. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Kaiser. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going deep for Walker. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now a handoff looking right. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Check 88! Check 88! On the left! Three down! Check 4! Check 4!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.